Hey y'all, it's Chastity J, and I'm back with another word from God. So, y'all, if you have not seen the movie Praises, please go and watch it. God had a quick word for y'all, and watching this movie, I think, would be extremely beneficial to those lukewarm Christians or the hot and cold Christians. It'll make a lot of sense to y'all. So I'm watching this movie, and in the movie, Chloe Bailey, she tells the pastor, the first lady of this her new church, she tells her, um, I don't have a relationship with God. And so the first lady was like, well, you say you ain't got a relationship with God, but God obviously has a relationship with you. Y'all, please, 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 as I always say, be using your spiritual ears to catch this word. Those that are lukewarm Christians or cold Christians, you're not fully sure that God is, the king above kings. He's the number one person like in your life, and he's blessed you, been delivering blessings to you and all that kind of stuff. Maybe you're torn with your spiritual belief, or maybe you have a spiritual trauma or something that you've been dealing with for years. So you're lukewarm. You're not fully invested or fully, how can I verbalize this? Fully, you haven't fully transformed or surrendered your life to Christ, let alone fully believe that God is real. But you're like, I believe him, or I believe him when it's convenient for me. Sorry, y'all, I'm a little congested still. You haven't fully just, I guess, transitioned or fully trust God yet. However you want to put it, take this word back to God, and please, if it applies to you specifically. So if this is not a word for you and you're like, I'm not a lukewarm Christian, then hey, by all means, exit this video because it's not for you. But if you feel like this is something you maybe have experienced or know someone who this may apply to, definitely share this video with them. But as I was saying, in the movie, like Chloe says that, and God just kind of reminded me. He was like, spread this word to my children because somebody needs to hear this. Those that are teetering and tottering between, playing hopscotch with their religion and when it comes to Christianity, or whether they're a atheist or they want to be an atheist, or they have this trauma from their spiritual belief. Maybe something happened to a loved one, or you lost a parent, and you're like, God, you promised me, or God, why did this happen? And you don't fully understand why. You feel like God maybe neglected you or didn't hear you, or whatever the case may be. Take this and apply it to your life specifically. But God is just telling you, he's like, please just trust him. Trust him. Give him a true chance, because he has religion with you. If you ever notice that maybe sometimes you get a little emotional, or maybe sometimes your intuition is probably trying to push you towards God, or push you towards his beliefs, his word, or anything, that's because God has relationship with you. You may not believe that you have relationship with him, but God is waiting on you. He's extending his hand. He has his arms wide open and just waiting and ready to receive you whenever you are ready to surrender to him. So please take this word back to God. And again, if you are still trying to decide whether you want to fully commit and surrender to God, this is just a sign for you. This is your sign to tell you, go ahead and do it. It is okay. Um get with the winning team, baby. Because whether you have a spiritual trauma, maybe from childhood or something that you dealt with, it's time to forgive, and it's time to surrender it to God. It's time to get to know him and build a relationship with him. God is a relationship. So God just wants you to know, if you come to him and talk to him and bring whatever that trauma is to him, he will answer you. He will give you revelation, and he will help you understand why you may have went through what you went through, or why did you lose that loved one. Whatever the situation may be, God will help you understand. And y'all can mend that and strengthen that relationship, and you can fully commit and surrender to God. So God just wanted to, he said that somebody needed to hear this, because it's somebody that's been prolonging there. It's like they've been a hot and cold Christian, or hot and cold when it comes to their spiritual beliefs or their spiritual walk. And there, it's on their mind, but it's like they may be afraid to commit, or they may still be holding, oh, y'all, I'm so congested. They may still be holding something against God, and still just like not ready to fully commit. And just still holding on to that trauma. Let it go, baby. Let that hurt go. Let it go and surrender to God, and I promise you, he will make it all make sense. He will give you comfort. He will give you peace. He will, if you are grieving, and maybe you just recently experienced death, whether it's physical, spiritual, or emotional loss. God, just please, he will give you grief. He will give you comfort. He will give you peace. If you're grieving, he will give you peace and comfort during this season. He will love on you harder. He will, don't try to make it make sense of why he had to take that person away, or why he had to end that situation, that relationship. Don't try to make it make sense, because it's like, trying to make it make sense is nonsense, basically. But just ask him to give you revelation, give you peace, because God is not the author of confusion. So if you're confused, it ain't God. He will definitely, he may not reveal it to you right then and there while you're asking, but eventually it will all come tenfold. It will all make sense as to why you have to go through that specific situation. But y'all, as always, take this word back to God. Get a confirmation from him if this was for you. Please share this word with someone that may be a hot and cold Christian, or may just be a cold Christian, or may not. Maybe back then they used to be one and have a relationship with God, and as things happen over years and certain life events, maybe they strayed away from God. And to be quite honest, God will put you through situations to surrender to him. He'll put you through some of those tragedies so that you can come back to him, because without God on your team, you ain't no way, ain't no chance, ain't no way in hell you will make it out of there. But God will take you through some stuff so that you can rely on him, so that you can lean on him, so that you can surrender to him, because his way is the best way. And he will give you direction and give you peace, give you comfort. He will give you all of the riches, and that can be spiritual. It doesn't have to be financial whatsoever, but he will give you everything that your heart desires. That's in alignment with his plans, y'all. So please, 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 please share this with someone that may be confused, that may be trying to decide if they should fully commit to God or go back to God. They may have a bruised ego or something. So he has to humble us sometimes. And he may take us through certain situations just so that we can understand that this is not our life. This is his. That is not what you want to do, is what he told you needed to do. Your purpose is not what you think you should do. Your purpose, the purpose for your life, is what God needs you to do. Okay, y'all? So please, I hope you're using your spiritual ears to hear. Take this back to God to get confirmation. And as always, I thank you to my supporters, my seasoned followers and subscribers, and anyone new to my channel. Hopefully you were able to get something out of this word, and hopefully something did resonate with you. Even if it's just gratitude and just some revelation as to maybe where you were at one point in your life and in your your walk with God, whatever it may be. But I hope y'all have a great day or a great night.